Excellent. Right. I think we are live. Let me just do what I always do and go and double check. Let's see. Excellent. Right. We're live. How cool is that? So, let me just see. Is there anyone wanting to come on this live and actually join me in the Zoom room? Because I would really like to work with some people. Let me know. I'm just going to pop the link in there. Give me 1 second. I'm also going to go and let Andy in because I've locked him out again. 2 seconds. Join the Zoom room if you can. Hey, sorry, I keep forgetting. I'm on the live. 2 minutes. Anyway. That's me back. Sorry about that. Okay. So there's nobody in. That's fine. No worries. Right, so I can see there's a few people watching anyway. So what I want you to do is just say hello or tell me who you are in the chat because I can't actually see who it is that's watching. So just leave me a wee comment so I can see who I'm talking to. But the title of today was really to go into reasons why you're not living your best life, right? The absolute life that you really, really want, that you keep saying that you're going to have. And there's 3 really critical elements to being able to create the life that you want. Just 3. And obviously there's a lot more to those 3 elements in themselves, but it's a really good starting point for you. So number 1 is that you need to have clarity around what it is that you actually want, right? And this seems obvious, you need to know what you want. But some people's version of clarity is actually pretty vague, right? You can think about, let's take relationships for one, right? I want a happy relationship. I want a relationship with a guy, right? Or I want a relationship where the guy really listens to me and that we get on and we share the same interests. Now, that is clear-ish, right? But it's not actually specific enough for you to be able to do anything. Hold on, let me just admit Jen into the room. So it's not really specific enough for you to be able to do anything with that, right? It's not clear. It's not like, if you were to say that to me, I can't picture this guy. I don't know what you're doing together. I can't see that relationship. So when it comes to getting really, really clear and having actual clarity, you need to get specific, right? I need to be able to, if you were to explain it to me, I need to be able to imagine it in complete detail. So how tall, let's take, for example, it's a man that you want a relationship with, right? How tall is he? What kind of things does he like doing? What's his temperament like? What's his education level? What does he like to eat? Like, where does he like to eat? Does he prefer bars? Does he prefer clubs? Does he prefer just restaurants? Is he outdoorsy? What are your future plans? Do you want kids? Do you not want kids? Do you want marriage? Do you not want marriage? Has he already got kids? Let me just let everybody, okay, so we've got 2 Jens coming in. So clarity is the first one, right? You need to be crystal clear, because if you're not crystal clear, anything will do. And you'll accept anything. That doesn't work, right? Because then you'll keep running into the same things over and over and over again. You'll meet people based on your past, and you'll meet people and you'll do things based on the limitations that you've put on yourself, based on what you've managed to accomplish up until that point, right? So clarity is the first step. And the next one is excitement. Now, clarity and excitement go hand in hand. And it's really difficult to get excited about anything until you're clear about what it is that you're getting excited about. So imagine that I said to you, you're going on a date, right? Get excited about it. Now, you don't know if that date is with someone that is completely opposite of your type. It could be someone that is just not your ideal kind of person. It might be your ex. It could be someone that you absolutely despise, right? It's just someone that always rubs you up the wrong way. You don't know. So it might be someone that you're completely not attracted to. So how can you possibly get excited? Hi. So I'm just talking about 3 things that you need to create the life that you really want. Let me just put you on gallery. So the first one that I've just covered in a bit more detail was clarity. And I know that it seems like an obvious thing, right? But some people's versions of clarity is not actually clarity. It's a version of it, but it's not actual proper. Like, if they were to explain it to someone else, they wouldn't be able to picture it in great detail. You know, so saying, I want a relationship, I want a successful business, I want a, I don't know, I want to look better in my clothes. I can't picture that. I don't know what that is. So it's really difficult for me to even help anyone to create that in their life if I can't picture it. So one of the things that I do with people is I make sure that we get crystal clear on what it is that they want. Because then that sets a standard also of, well, now I know what's going to fit into that picture and what really doesn't. So one of the examples I used was around relationships, right? I want a great relationship that's happy and connected and loving and all of those things. But is it with, so take for example, it was a guy, then how tall is he? What does he do for a living? Hey, there's Kate coming in. So how tall is he? What does he do for a living? What does he like doing for fun? What's your future plans? Do you want somebody that wants kids, or they've already got kids, or they'll be okay with you having kids, or whatever? You know, it's got to be in that granular detail, because then you don't end up with someone that you go, this isn't what I wanted, and you've wasted 4 or 5 years with them. So this was a mistake that I made in my own life, was I wasn't very clear about whether I wanted marriage and kids. And then I was with somebody for 4.5 years. And I found out after 4.5 years, he didn't want that. And I did. And so, you know, that clock ticking that all women have, I'm just like, right, okay, I need to get more specific, because that was on me about not being clear about what I wanted. And Steph Butcher, she had the same. She'd created this whole list of what she wanted in a guy, but one of the crucial elements that she'd left out was she wanted someone that didn't really drink much or was sober, preferably. And then she got in a relationship with someone that was out partying all the time, and it didn't work. So being that, you need to be that specific about what it is that you want. So Jen, like, when I'm talking about clarity, can you see in your own life anywhere where, because you run a business as well, right? A successful business. So, and even in business, everything's clear cut. Like, you've got numbers and KPIs and you track it. And that's why it works, because you can see when something's out of kilter. But can you, so what do you hear in all of that?
Well, we were talking about clarity being different for different people. And yeah, I really feel that, because everything I've ever heard about like envisioning and so forth, and so it never clicked with me until this year, when I finally really understood what it has to mean for me to have like vision and a goal and so forth. And for me, that means resonance. Like, I have to look into, basically I have to observe myself and see how I've been behaving, and that'll tell me what's important to me.
Yeah.
And that'll tell me, you know, what I'm willing to work toward, because, you know, as someone with ADHD, you know, I can't just say, well, I'm going to do this. No, it's got to be something that means something to me. So, and that's with the business and personal and fitness and everything.
Yes, I get that. I completely get that. And Kate, what about you?
Actually, I'm just laughing here because I'm actually ADHD as well. I've just been sort of diagnosed with that as well, so I totally relate to what was just been said. But yeah, I think the area I struggle most with clarity is probably my career, my job, where I want to be, what I want to do, and how to get there, really.
Okay. And having a lack of clarity around that, how does that impact you, Kate?
Well, I've recently just left that employer that I had all the problems with, after 14 years. And I just took the first job going just to get away from it.
Yeah.
So now I'm kind of in a place where I've just took a temporary job, really, just till I figure out actually what I want to do and where I want to go, and how I'm going to do it. So right now it's all just a sort of kind of big cuddle at the moment.
Got it.
But I'm in a good place now. Now that I've left that other employer, I've left that whole situation behind me. Now I can move forward from everything that was holding me back there.
Excellent. Okay. And what would it take for you to have that extra clarity? Like, where is there bits that's fuzzy or missing or not quite clear for you?
I think it's the end goal is probably where, I know I want to sort of go into the management side of things, but it's what area of management do I want to go into? Because I've got a passion for HR and things like that. So, that's there. Or do I just want to be like a normal manager, or do I want to be like a project manager? I just don't know. So yeah, I've got a lot of working out to do.
Yes, I got that. And that's a process in itself, is getting that clarity and working out, okay, what is it that I really want to create for my life? But also, taking yourself out of the equation, what is it that you want to, what's the contribution that you want to give to the world in your life? Like whenever you're in this job that you're in, what's your end goal in terms of what you're contributing to the world? What's your purpose? Or what's the legacy that you want to leave?
Sorry, I just broke up, Andrea.
So in terms of your future goal, I think you've frozen there, Kate. Are you back?
Yeah, we're back now. Sorry,
we're back. Okay, cool.
Broken up, sorry.
So in terms of your future goal, right? What is something that you can say that you would like to contribute to the world? Like, and what I mean by that is, like, what do you want your legacy to be? Because this can inform what you actually end up doing with your life. I think we're losing Kate. So I'll put that question to you, Jen.
Repeat the question, please. I was writing something down.
No worries. So in terms of your future plans, your future goals, what is it that you would love to contribute to the world? Like, what would you love your legacy to be?
We've definitely talked about this before, and I'm sure I gave a clearer answer before, but I know that my direction is kindness. Everyone wants to leave the world a better place than they found it. I specifically want to leave the world a kinder place, if at all possible. Kinder and hopefully, no, we'll stick with kinder.
Kinder, okay. Is there anything else around kindness?
What I've found that is important to me is, being more kind to oneself. It's not something that we've been taught over the decades. You're taught to be harsh because capitalism works best when people are dissatisfied with their lives. And so, being kind to yourself, being kind to your children, being kind to everyone around you, and being able to connect more and just understand all of that better, which is, I understand, very vague, but I'm in a vague frame of mind right now.
Okay, cool. So we've got Linda coming in as well. This is cool. We're creating a party here. How you doing, Linda? Oh, we've got a ceiling. Linda, hi. I don't know if you can hear me. I hope you can. So okay, cool. And Kate, we're back.
I've changed onto the Wi-Fi extender instead of the main router, so hopefully that settles it down.
Perfect. So
Um,
I don't know if you caught the question before, but what is it that you want your legacy to be? Because this can inform what you end up doing.
yeah, you know, I've thought about this quite a lot. You know, all the hassles and stuff that I've had around being sort of trans and that in the world. You know, I've done a lot of work around that, which,
Mhm.
and I think I want to kind of go down the route of the HR, because I'm done fighting. I don't want to be fighting anymore. I just want to get on and live my life now, but I still want to make a difference.
Okay.
So I'm thinking if I can get myself in a sort of position where I can make things better for other people instead of having all the barriers up and being in a constant mode of fight, because that's unhealthy. I lived there for 7 years, so it's time to, you know, try and make things better for other people, I think.
Okay, cool. So create a better world for other people. Are you there?
I'm back again.
Okay, cool. So create a better world for other people.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, got it. And what would that better world look like?
You know, just where kind of like what Jen was saying, you know, the kindness, people just generally respecting other people more, because that doesn't happen. Even, you know, in this day and age, you see it all the time. People are just so disrespectful and they don't really care about other people. You know, sort of bring it back to more of a sort of community thing rather than being about all about yourself. You know, like teaching people to like be with other people. I feel like.
Okay, got it. So people who are, so a world that is more kind, more respectful, sounds like more connected.
That's the word I was looking for, Andrea.
Got it. Okay. And how will people be being when all of that's happening?
I think it would create a world or a society where people are just more relaxed and actually being themselves instead of putting on this front that everybody else thinks they've got to put on for the world.
So authenticity then.
Yes. Yeah.
Good. Got it. There's almost like there's like an honesty to that, a straightness of like.
Yeah.
So I like that.
You know, just people just be yourself and not what other people expect you to be.
Good.
Because I think that happens far too much in sort of even like your career and your sort of social life. You always put on this character for everybody else and it's not really who you are.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And so if you've got that happening in the world, then, and that's what you're really out to create, then what do you think would be the best route to make that happen?
And that's where I'm struggling, is how to actually do that, how to achieve it. I suppose it all starts with yourself. That's how you've got to be first before you can start to even look at the ways to get to positions that you can then influence other people to be that way. You know, you've actually got to be like that yourself.
Couldn't agree more.
That's probably. Yeah, so I think, you know, I've got a lot of work to do myself first before I can even think about influencing other people.
Got it. So is there someone get their TV on? Because I can hear like a
Sorry.
background of telly. How you doing? No worries.
Sorry.
So Linda, what are you taking from this so far? I'd love to hear from you around clarity or your legacy, like any of the points that we've covered so far. Oh, are you there? We're like technical hitches all over the place, aren't we? Brilliant. Okay, so the next thing that I was covering is excitement, right? It's really difficult to get excited about anything unless we've got clarity. We can't really get, it's hard to get excited if things are vague, right? So if I was to say to you, Kate, you're going on holiday, get excited, and just left it at that, it'd be difficult to get, you don't know where
you
you don't know where you're going.
what you were going to be doing. Yeah.
All right, okay, we'll be a wee bit clearer, right? Kate, you're going on holiday and you're going somewhere west. Get excited.
Okay. I mean, the West Coast has got lovely white sandy beaches.
Okay. You're going on holiday, you're going west, and my geography's terrible. I'm trying to think of places that we could send you, but not give you the place. Yeah, you're going west, and it's pack a swimsuit.
What was that last bit? Sorry.
So you're going on holiday, you're going west, pack a swimsuit. Get excited.
Not been swimming for years. Can actually wear the proper swimsuit. It goes well on your body.
And you know, the thing is, like, I could be sending you to the middle of the ocean on a rubber dinghy and saying, there you go, 2 weeks, here's a pat lunch for the next 2 weeks. Right?
No
We just
humans.
don't know. Or it could be Air Beach, right? It could be Troon or something like that.
Yeah.
And it might be October that I'm sending you. Might not be a summer holiday. But unless we've got these like fine details, it's really difficult to get excited, right? So can you think of anywhere in your life where, because there's not been any clarity, that it's been difficult to get excited about something?
Oh God. Put me on the spot now. I think, do you know what? I think it's going to have to be moving the job. You know, when I was getting away from my last employer,
Yeah.
I couldn't get excited about that because, you know, I knew fine well I wasn't going to be staying here that long. So it was, you know, it was a lot of relief and a lot of emotions from leaving the job that I left. But I should have been excited for, you know, moving forward and things like that, but I wasn't because there was no clarity there, and it is just a sort of stopgap. Sorry.
Yeah, got it. And,
Yeah.
And the thing about excitement is that whether you're excited about something or not excited about it will affect how we perceive the time going past on that thing.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you're sitting having food or a few drinks with a really good friend, right, that you just love spending time with, and you can sit with them for hours and hours, and you're like, oh my gosh, it feels like I've sat here 10 minutes. Right, and you've put the world to rights, you've had a great time, and you're like, Christ, the time is just gone. Have you had that experience before?
Yeah, just the other week there.
Yeah. And then you take something like those kitchen cupboards need a good clean out, and the car could do with a hoover, and you could maybe do with tidying up the garden a wee bit.
Have you been at my house?
How long do those tasks take? Now, it might take the same amount of time as you've spent with your friend chatting, but my God, it feels like weeks.
Yeah.
And we'll drag it out and drag it out. And that is partly because of a lack of excitement about it. And it's called negative or positive time distortion, depending on which way it's going, right? Where a minute can feel like an hour or an hour can feel like a minute. So in order to create the life that you really, really fucking want, you need excitement, you need clarity. And if you've got the excitement and the clarity, then that gives you power. And power is just the ability to create results, to go and make shit happen, take action. And we tell ourselves that we're not powerful. And the times that we feel least powerful is usually the times that we're not taking any actions in our life. But we're not doing anything about something. And then we go, I can't affect things, I'm not powerful. I can't do that, I'm not powerful. I won't be able to change that, I'm not powerful. But what's really usually happening is there's a lack of clarity, there's a lack of excitement there, which is then bringing the power all the way down. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So imagine that you were crystal clear about what it is that you want. And you're super fucking excited, like to the point where you're hell bent on making this happen. Then you're going to be powerful. You're going to take action. And it doesn't matter how you're feeling, right? Because you've got something that you're clear about and you're excited about, and you're going to go make it happen. And like for me, I think of an example that would be good. Like I had my eye on a car that I wanted, right? And I couldn't really quite afford it. But I was clear on what that car was. I'd picked it out and I knew exactly the model that I wanted. And I was fucking excited about it because I'd test drove it. And I was like, oh, this is great because it's fast, right? And I like fast cars. And it didn't matter that I was tired and that, you know, I had a million and other things going on. I managed my life in such a way that I made enough money to go and afford that car. It didn't matter what came in and tried to get in my way. I was like, nah, this is what I'm committed to. And I had that picture in my mind every time I thought about it. I was like, let's keep going. I need to get it. And so, same with buying this house, actually. I fell in love with this house the minute I walked in the door. And I did not have the deposit for it. But I said I wanted it anyway. And then I found a way. I made it happen. And every time I went to the bank, I don't know what she was doing, what she was typing in, but the deposit just kept going up. And we got to the point where I had to find pretty much 15 grand in the space of 2 months to put down on this place. And I did not have 15 grand. So I was like working every hour under the sun and managing. And I said to my friends, look, it's toast and beans for the next 2 months. And I'll not be coming out. Like, we'll need to find other things to do if we're going to socialise. But I made it happen because I was clear on what I wanted and I was excited about it. So I got into action and I knew myself as powerful. The minute I got those keys in my hands, I was like, I fucking did that. There's no better feeling. So is there anything in your life just now, this is to both Kate, Jen and Linda, that you really want, but it doesn't seem to be happening right now, or it's not really quite moving? And what is it that's missing? Is it the excitement, the clarity, or the power?
I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, I'm working on my business. I'm trying to, I come from a technology background. I'm trying to be a salesperson and a CEO. And I've been working at this for a while, and I've been making progress for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not going where I wanted to. It's not picking up the way I wanted to. And so I suspect clarity in the sense of what I'm supposed to do.
Okay.
There's still some missing pieces. And it probably goes back to the very first time we talked. You asked what was missing, and I said confidence. It probably goes back to that.
Okay.
That's mine.
Excellent. I'm going to, so consider that confidence is a result, not a condition. And that taking the action and knowing yourself is powerful because you're taking those actions, because you're excited and you've got clarity, your confidence is going to naturally, there's nothing you're going to be able to do to stop your confidence going up. It's just how it works.
I think you're right. I was reading something this morning that it's funny how often I look for these answers and somebody completely unrelated to something else, they say the same exact thing. And so that idea of like, a clearer vision, clarity, and being enthusiastic about it and acting, like there's no way in the world this can't happen. Yeah. It's all there. But I like the idea that confidence is a result of success, not necessarily a cause.
Yes.
And none of that.
Oh, I've done loads of things and not been confident at all. And then the confidence has come as a like a prize for having done it.
Yeah, I like that.
And Kate, what about you?
I spent the time just, when Jen was talking there, thinking about it. There is one thing in my life right now that's missing that I really want, and I think it's the power to go and get it. That's the problem.
So what is it, first of all?
I don't know if I really want to share that, Andrea.
So, well, this is down to you whether you're comfortable sharing.
Yeah, I want to go and get myself a dom.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, that's why I was laughing.
So that clarity will be around what's that person's specialism? What is it specifically that you're looking for?
Yeah.
It may be an aesthetic thing, right? It might be a personality thing. It might be what's their zone of genius, right? What's their thing? So get super clear on that, and then you'll be looking for that and you'll find it.
Yeah.
So yeah. I was talking to someone today about getting a dom, and they'd said to me about so they live quite far away and there's not many doms in their area. So, but there's an old man that's advertising for people that can come and play in his dungeon. And I'm like, I don't know if that's like. I was like, have you checked this person out first of all? And he says, well, they've got a fit life, they've got this and that. And I was like, okay, what's your gut feeling telling you? Well, I've spoke to one of their previous clients and they gave a glowing review. And I'm like, are you sure it's not just them writing their own review? Like, make sure of that too. So I'm going to have a look at their profile and because I'm clear on what that person wants, so I'll be able to see, are you getting swept away with things, or is that really for you? Yeah. So yeah, we'll take it from there. But clarity will give you that excitement, and then that excitement will help you to go and cause that to happen for yourself.
Yeah. I mean, I've got the excitement part. It's just the figuring out all the ins and outs, and like you said, what they do,
and
if
you want to drop if you want to drop me a message about, I could probably recommend people depending on what the thing is. What the list of like requirements are. Yeah, I can do that.
I might well do that.
Not a problem. I know everybody anyway, so it'll be fine. But yeah, so has this been useful? Has this been helpful? Giving you some food for thought at least? Yeah. Okay.
Definitely.
So, I know you're coming, Jen, to the Powerful Vision board.
It starts at 5:30 my time. I don't think I'll be able to.
Almighty. Okay. Yeah. That may be it's an ask, isn't it? It really is. So maybe in order to be a catch-all for everybody, maybe we make that a couple of hours later at least, so that we can reach people across the pond as well. That might be something that I'll take that to the team, see what they say. I'm game for that. And what about you, Kate? Are you coming?
If I can get the time off, I'll be there.
Perfect. Yeah, it's Sunday the 28th, 12:30 till 6:30. Linda, are you coming along?
Yeah.
And the vision board workshop is based on excitement, clarity, and power. That's what it's all about, is creating excitement, creating clarity, creating power. There's some coaching exercises from the Powerful Women Unleashed programme to get everybody started and get into that kind of frame of mind. We do the vision board side of things, and then It's not even over then. Then we analyse the board and look at, you know, making it really intentional, not just another pretty picture for your wall that you'll walk past and go, oh, look, remember I made that. Like, we want you to do something with it. So yeah, it's going to be good. Maybe worth getting up at 5:30.
On any other time, I absolutely would, but with what I've been going through, I can't count on myself waking up early. I just can't.
I get it. Cool. So, Linda, I'm not hearing you, so I don't know if there's anything you want to contribute, but you're welcome to put stuff in the chat, if that helps. I can hear a cat meowing as well. Is that you?
I think that's Kate. Kate, does you have a cat?
No, I've got a dog
Oh, it's
sitting next to
me.
me.
Is it
me.
you? Oh, amazing, Linda.
Oh, Harry, enough.
Oh, that's cool. So, any questions or any yeah, but what ifs from anybody, or you want to share what you're taking away from today?
Can you say the time and date again for?
Yes, it's the 28th of August, 12:30 till 6:30.
28, 6 there. Sorry, what time?
12:30 until 6:30. There's breaks in between. It's not a solid 6 hours. And it's vision boarding. So you would need to go and get a board and get some magazines or things that mean something to you.
Right.
Some people do them digitally now, which I think is super clever. It is way beyond me.
Yeah.
But if you
Well,
can make it amazing, I'll send you a link.
Mhm.
And I'm sure I've got you. Do I have you on Facebook?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've met you before, Andrea.
Oh, right. Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Mhm.
Right. So, I think that's us. Do you want to share what you're taking away from today? I'll go with Kate first.
Just be more clear about what I want.
Brilliant. Okay. And Jen?
Yeah, I wrote down excitement plus clarity equals power, which is the ability to make results. And I also wrote down confidence can be a result of success instead of just a cause.
Beautiful. Love it. And Linda?
I didn't hear the beginning, but just looking forward to joining in more and optimism.
Good. Amazing. Brilliant. Well, listen, thanks so much for being here and choosing to spend half an hour with me over and above everything else that you could have been doing today.
Thank you again for doing these.
Thank
These are
you.
great.
Thank you.
I'm
Thank you,
so
Andrea.
glad. Yeah, every week, Thursday at 6 o'clock, I'm here. So come and get coached. Cool. Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks.